We're getting some new information about a fire that ignited in the middle of the night at an apartment building in Prince George's County. A Largo community is mourning the loss of two of their neighbors following the fire you see here at the Northampton Apartments. Fire investigators tell us a man and woman died there and a boy was seriously injured.
Yeah, fire officials have not identified the victims, but family members tell us the man who died in that fire is Andre King, also known as Nate. Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz is live at that apartment complex tonight. And Rafa, any word yet on what caused this fire?
Hey, Lorenzo, Prince George's County Fire still calling this an active investigation. Still no official word about what prompted this fire, but I do want to show you the severe damage that is left behind that's right behind me. You can see how the flames completely took over the roof of these apartments and how that roof eventually collapsed from the blaze. Several people were rescued from the burning building. Neighbors and family tell us they believe all three of the victims were inside the same unit.
Gone.
Marilyn Blackwell arrived to the Northampton Apartments because she says she had to see the scene with her very own eyes.
Then I was watching the news and it said a man was found, and then I was like, oh no. So I called a brother, and just now he said that's him because he identified him because of the tattoo. This is terrible.
Family members say Andre King, also known as Nate, is the man who died in the fire that broke out just before 4 this morning. They say Nate did not live at the apartment off of Harry S. Truman Drive, but he would stay over at his girlfriend's house often.
I woke up and then I hear like ringing, and I'm like, it must be like a test going on, because they test the fire alarm every now and then.
Several neighbors say they thought it was a drill because last year there was a fire at the same Largo Apartments.
I knew his mother since she was 7 years old, and when she passed away 2 years ago from COVID, we just got closer. And he was like, well, you're my mom now.
Marilyn says she's heartbroken. She says Nate was everyone's favorite cousin.
He's just such a lovable guy, always hugging, like a jokester of the family, laughing, talking.
Prince George's County officials have not identified the victims or their relationship. The good news is that fire officials tell us that the boy that was injured in this fire is expected to survive. In the next hour, Prince George's County fire officials will be here on the scene, checking everyone's fire alarms and making sure they have a fire escape plan in place to avoid the scenarios that we saw early this morning. Zoe?
Yeah, all of this just so sad, everything about it, Rafa. And you know, we got calls yesterday into our newsroom from a lot of concerned neighbors in Prince George's County. We know the county is moving firefighters around right now because of a severe staffing shortage. So naturally, people are worried about the slower response times. Do we know yet if that was a factor here?
Yeah, a fire spokesperson told me today that this did not play a factor in this morning's fire. He says they're constantly monitoring how many crews they have at their different stations, and they can pivot to make sure that they respond to these fires as soon as possible. I'm live in Largo, Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.
All right, still so many questions to be answered. Rafa, thank you.